what happened. So interesting, people of God, so intriguing. Look at this. Did you know that when it comes to the operation of principles, is where life is on a level playing field? When I say that, I mean, look at this. Did you know that when God said to humans, initially, what we call our dominion mandate, people call it our dominion mandate. When God said at the beginning, He said, be fruitful, multiply, replenish the earth, subdue it. Listen, have dominion. How many of us know that He wasn't saying that to Christians? How many people know He wasn't saying that to Christians? No. Was He saying that to Christians? Were there Christians on earth then? Who was God addressing? The human race. And guess what? Till tomorrow. This is one of my challenges. That till tomorrow, that dominion mandate is upon every human being, regardless of race, religion, whatever. It is there. Now, here comes the revelation. When God then said, be fruitful, multiply, replenish, exercise dominion and all that rule, if God gave us that responsibility, don't you think that He must have given us the facility to carry it out? He must have, and indeed, it is called the human man. Look, the power, listen to this. Don't know what your think is going to be on it, but not a religious statement. That's the power that governs the operations of the principles that govern the earth is the human mind. And it has no regard for religion, for race, for anything. Now look at this. Nigerians are very prayerful, but we are still poor. I'm getting somewhere very serious because I'm talking to thinkers, so I feel free to say some things. Look at the number of churches we have in Nigeria. When it is not a church, it's a mosque. Somewhere around the corner, every 5 a.m. they wake us up, pray and all of that. And Christians pray and we do vigils and all of that. We pray and so on and so forth. And still, electricity does not work in Nigeria. As prayerful as we are doing. In point of fact, it's like things are getting worse by the day. In terms of infrastructure, for instance. The other day, recently, I think some days ago, I read that the power generation of Nigeria has fallen from 4,000 something megawatts to 2,000 and something. I said, how come? It's falling to that. So it's not rising. It's falling. Now, listen to this. Look at Japan. Japan is an advanced economy, just like China. Did you know that the governing religion, if you put, let's not call it religion, because there's a difference between religion and philosophy technically, but I don't want to go into that. But the governing philosophy of the Japanese is atheism. What is atheism? They believe that there is no God. They believe God does not exist. In point of fact, there's a subject in the life theology seminary, we call it world religion. World religion has to do with the study of the world's leading religions. Those of you who have religious studies will also understand that. All the world's leading religions. Alright? Now, when you study Japan, you're going to find that they have so many gods. More than 8 million gods that they believe in Japan. So if you go to Japan, if you go to a Japanese and he says, believe in God, the first question he's going to ask you is, which one? Out of 8 million. So you are going to say, He's the omniscient, he's the omnipresent, he's the omnipowerful, he's the omni-everything and all that, and this and that. Guess what? A Japanese will tell you, okay, fine. Is that what you believe? He said, tell me what that God can do that we cannot do and give us time. I'm talking to English. What can he do that we can do? Give us time. You know, I tell myself, as we are in this room now, remove everything. Thank you very much. Remove everything from this room that came from the Western world. What are we left with? That is, if it is not, if it wasn't invented, not just made, if it wasn't invented in Nigeria, if it wasn't invented in Africa, remove it. What do you have left? Seven. Do you understand what we're talking about?
We have ourselves.
And yet, we are the ones who believe. We don't only believe in the existence of God, we serve Him. We serve Him. Multiply churches, we do this, we pray, we fast. So I tell myself, now, so what makes the difference? Because we who believe in God, we don't only believe in Him, but we are serving Him, we are forever suffering. How come a people who say that God you are talking about does not exist? How come they are the ones that are advancing, advancing, taking quantum leaps in their advancement? Yeah. And they don't believe in the existence of God. How do I explain that? How do I as an African, when I can't stand tall, when I can't stand proud as a Nigerian, as an African, how do I go to Japan and I'm standing before a Japanese and he knows about Africa and our backwardness, and I am telling him, and I want to convert this Japanese, and I'm telling him about the Almighty God. By the time he floods my mind with questions, he's going to put me in the box. Yeah. Now, listen to this. Let me come a little closer to home about this. We're talking about philosophy here. We're talking about, he said, if you hold on to my teaching, principles, if you master the principles of life, life will bow unto you. Look at it, look. When you get into your car, or any car for that matter, you already know how to drive. You know how to drive. When you get into a car, do you pray for the ignition to start? Do you pray? No. Father, I pray that this car will start. When we start, I pray that this accelerator will work. Do you pray? No. Principles give you mastery over life, so much so that you can take certain areas of life for granted. Yes, true. Look at how he trained us today, handling that guitar. Give me that guitar now, and I start to speak in tongues. Will I play like him? What are you talking about? If I hold a vigil here today till tomorrow morning, and I say, give me that guitar again, by miracle I'm going to play. Will I play it? In point of fact, if I can play it by miracle, I'm likely to be able to play it only once. So that's the difference. So it becomes permanent. It becomes part and parcel of me when I have a mastery of me. A mastery, every time you hear that word, mastery is always a function of the mastery of principles in relation to any area of life. If you don't master it, it will not bow to you. Look, you cannot speak in tongues and go into business. You are likely to be a big failure. Let me show you one scripture. Yeah, because I have to be backing myself up with scripture because I'm saying things that can be very dangerous. In Matthew chapter 14, beginning from verse 28, Jesus gives an illustration. It's an illustration that we're just trying to illustrate a point. Matthew, did I say Matthew? No, John. Not John, Luke. Luke chapter 14, from verse 28. It is Luke 14, verse 28. Now, maybe our media will put it on the screen. Trust them, just a moment. Now, because they didn't know that was going to come. So, Luke 14, from verse 28. You know what Jesus said? Jesus said, which of you wanting to build a tower, listen to this. This is from the horse's mouth, as he said it, from the master himself. Which of you intending to build a tower will not first sit down to consider the cost? Notice he didn't say which of you intending to build a tower will not first kneel down to pray, because that's what believers do. That's what religion teaches us to do. No. Jesus says there is first of all a sitting down to think before you're kneeling down to pray. Otherwise, you won't even know what you want to pray about.
Oh God.
That is the problem we have in Africa.
Yes.
And I'm getting somewhere. That's the challenge. Religion teaches us to suspend the use of our mind. And when anything makes you to suspend the use of your mind, it has also suspended the advancement of your destiny. That's just the way it is. I mean, there's no other way you can look at it. Yeah. Look. Let's come to brass tacks about it. Let's look at it. You know, people say, in churches, people give testimonies. Listen to this. I'm just going to give you the stark reality about this. Yeah, people give testimony, you know, this, that, and then. There are two things about testimonies I'd like for you to hear here today. First is that when you look at a church, not here, you know, we are just beginning here by the grace of God. God is leading us to greater heights. When you look at churches that are already big in terms of numerical size, you know, they have the numbers and so forth. You ask yourself, what percentage of people give testimony in relation to the number that they have in the church? What percentage? Now, you are going to find that sometimes it's even less than 1%. Yeah, that give testimony. That's the truth. You know what that means? So, and then, you know what people do is that when people give testimonies like that, and then the leaders hide this testimony. So you see, they are giving reason, it can happen to you in Jesus' name. People now go out there. You are being taught to live by the law of the exception. You understand what I'm saying? There are rules, there are exceptions. Miracles are not rules. Miracles are not reliable. Miracles are not dependable. Miracles will never put you in control because it's absolutely undependable. Look, you can't be in control of something that you are not in control of, and you are not in control of miracles. Can you determine when a miracle will happen to you? You can't decide it. So people live by this law of exception. I always tell people, when you live by the principle of exception, you only have the guarantee of accidents. If it happens, it happens. If it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. But principles are principles. So you know how to drive, you enter into a vehicle, you don't pray. So you see a plane flying by. People say, what these pilots? They are trying of. I tell people, trying of what? They're not trying. I will never fly in a plane where the pilot is going to be trying. No, God forbid. I mean, pilots don't try. How are these pilots? They are trying. They're not trying. They're not trying anything. What are they trying? They have a massive. When a pilot sits in the cockpit, he has a mastery of those buttons and gadgets that are there. He's absolutely in control. He knows what to do. He's not trying. So there's nothing like trying. It is a function of the operation of principles. And that, for instance, scientists, listen to this, scientists concluded that any object in physics, it is said that any object heavier than air cannot be suspended in space over a period of time. That tells you that planes cannot fly. But today planes fly. Why? Not because they rubbished the law of the force of gravity, but there is a discovery of a higher law, which is the law of aerodynamics. Yeah. Archimedes' principles also gave us the law of flotation that helps ship today to be able to float on that sea without sinking. You remember Archimedes' principles? Because if a body is holding or mounted deep into it, it experiences an upthrust, which when weighed is equal to the weight of the liquid displaced by that body. So they say, we got it. And so, and then he gave us, flotation. You remember? So now see, look. One of the scriptures I like is Proverbs 25. You know what it says? It says, it is the glory of God to conceal a matter. God conceals. He said, some versions say, God delights in hiding things. I think that would be living translation. Either living translation or the NIV. He said, God delights in hiding things. He said, but kings delight in searching. So it means that you will never be a king. You will never rule in the universe if you are not a searcher and a researcher. That's what it means, because it's not about speaking in tongues. Yeah. What have you been making? Africans are some of the most brilliant people in the world. I can tell you that because your brain is not different from any other person's brain, but it's just the way we have been taught to use our own. This is about the last point I'm going to be making. It's just a problem. Just master that. They just teach us to suspend the use of our mind. That's our problem. That's why governance isn't working, because there is a suspension. Look, God said to the Israelites, this promised land you are going, there are all kinds of mineral resources, solid minerals, all kinds of resources that are placed there for you. Then God said to them, particularly in Deuteronomy chapter 8, know what God said to them? God said to them, in summary, He said, when you get to this land, you are going to have to do two things if you are going to continue your prosperity. He said, you have to explore and exploit these resources. Exploring resources gives you the discovery. Exploiting these resources gives you products from the resources. So the Israelites got to the land of Canaan. What if they didn't dig? He said, you will dig copper from the field. Did you read it in Deuteronomy chapter 8? No, it's there. They are going to dig copper from the field. What if they get there and they fold their hands and they are not digging any? They say, yeah, thank you, Father, you have brought us into the promised land, hallelujah, and then the rest. No exploration, no expectation, they are going to be poor forever. See the way we are in Africa. If there is any disease that is ravaging us in Africa, for instance, the vaccine that takes care of that disease is not even developed by us. So you can begin to see where we are going. Because of the way we have been taught to use our minds. Ladies and gentlemen, your mind is your instrument for dominion or not. And how you make use of it determines how much progress you are going to make. That's what the way it is. Now, see, some people are looking at me and they are saying, oh wow, this man is like telling us that prayer isn't important. No, that's not what I'm saying. Let me tell you, let me give you a balance. Let me tell you what prayer does. Now, let me put it this way. How many of you have seen, or how many of you know or have heard of or believe, at least, that there are unbelievers who are happily married? How many people believe that? Absolutely. How many of you know or have heard or believe at least that there are believers who are not happily married? Why should that be? Why should an unbeliever ever be happily married in this world? Why should you look at the marriage of an unbeliever? He doesn't go to church, doesn't go to mass, doesn't believe in anything, and yet you wouldn't be asking for a better man. As you look at their home, it's like, I should go and get married tomorrow. And yet you know of some Christian home, including some Christian leaders, and they are like, this thing is serious. You understand what I'm saying? So what explains for that? What are we talking about? Have you explained that? Because principles govern their. It has to do with the use of our minds. So here is what prayer does. An unbeliever knows all the principles. He doesn't pray. He's making progress. A believer prays. He doesn't know any of the principles. He's stagnated. So here is the balance. Learn the principles. You become equal now with an unbeliever who knows the principle but is not praying. So you now also know the principles, and then you are making progress. But when you now add prayer to your own, what does prayer do? Prayer speeds you up. That's what it is. Prayer adds speed to you. Do you see the difference now? That's what prayer does. It adds speed. It gives speed to you. It gives wings to you, so that you can soar by divine favor to certain levels that you might not get to just by the understanding of principle. Do you understand what we are saying now? Yeah, that's what prayer does. Let me put it to us this way, for you to understand. So now, you know these principles, and then you are praying. So, prayer shoots you up. Prayer takes you higher. But you see, if you were praying, but you didn't know the principles, you are not going to, there is nothing for your prayer to work on. Let me explain it like this. This is real. It's just as real as you can get. See, in a church, the pastor comes forward, anointed of the Lord. When he makes pronouncement, God honors his word, and he uses those pronouncements to bless the members of the congregation. But here is the truth. So the pastor comes forward and he says, this year you are entering into millions in the name of Jesus. He said, this year you are becoming a millionaire in the name of Jesus. You are becoming a millionaire. He said, in 5 years, in 10 years, I see some of you becoming billionaires in the name of Jesus. Everybody is saying amen. Here is the truth. His prayer will come to pass. But it is only those who are already working along the line of the possibility of making millions that prayer will work for. If you're a primary 6 student in that congregation, you are not expected that prayer will work for you at that time. Yeah. If you are a vulcanizer, roadside vulcanizer, you are not expected to that prayer will work for you. It is not that it cannot work. That's what I keep telling people, because I know what's going through your mind. Are you going to say that? It isn't as if a vulcanizer, roadside vulcanizer, cannot become a millionaire by miracle. It can happen, but when such happens, it will be a serious exception. True or false? Yes, sir. That isn't to say now that you see this, then we now hype. If a vulcanizer becomes a millionaire, so the job will now hype that. You see, so all vulcanizers can become millionaires. That is not true. And is somebody getting what I'm talking about? I didn't come to deceive you. That there is anointing upon my life. You shake my hands, you are going to prosper. Come and shake my hand, and then and then I wipe my face with this handkerchief. You see this handkerchief? If you hold on to it, I'm going to give it to anybody who can hang on to God by faith with a 10,000 naira. That's like you should carry me, you should throw me out through the window. That's not what I'm talking about. No, it's not going to work. How many of you know Bethel, Wonderland, Aja? How many of you have been to Aja? Okay, you should know Bethel. Bethel Ministries for All Nations. That is at Aja, along the road of Aja there. I used to be pastored by one pastor, Oyediji. Thank you very much. Oyediji is late now. He's the wife that is managing the place and all of that. By the grace of God, I was there. And the reason I was there is because I was able to help them to establish the Bible school they've been trying to establish for years. Just let me. I just went there one day. And got talking with the wife and I told her, I lectured the theological service. We've been trying to establish Bible college, and then long and short of it is that the Lord was able to help us to put I put a Bible college up for them with all the curriculum and everything, so it got running. It's named Better Bible College for All Nations. That's what they call it and all that. So because I started it, so I was made the director of studies there, and then during the time of Oduyeru, who is in Nigeria worshipped in that place, people in government who were close to Abacha at that time and all of that, they were there. Anybody who was anybody around government and so on, captains of industries, people, professors,